Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dave. I'm going to go through my monthly review for September. But first, I want to start with August. My last monthly review, it ended with, I don't know, in like the end of, I had 3 trades open. So I just wanted to cover what happened within those 3 trades. So with 3 trades left, I ended it with my last video had 6 here, right? The next trade had a 1 hour loss, but then the next 2 trades brought me back from to life, basically. So at the end of August, I ended up having 3 winners, 6 losers, 9 trades total, win rate 33%, profit factor 1.05, and then just an overall 1% loss on return. What this shows is if you enter here, I'm going to go here, okay? What this shows is that it's really important to focus on R. It's not necessarily your risk, your R multiple, okay? Meaning, if you are to risk $100 for a trade, only to win $100 if you are correct. So if you lose, it's $100. You lose $100. If you are correct in direction, you win $100. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. That's not ideal because over the long term, it's not the most profitable. Actually, I don't think it is profitable. A 2-to-1 ratio is you risk $100 to win $200 if you're correct. A 3-to-1, etc. You lose $100 if you're wrong. You get $300 if you're correct, right? So you want a higher multiple, an R multiple, because that is what continues. That is what's profitable. Because even with lower win rates, that's why I've never really cared about win rates. Just have that locked in my head that it's about risk management. And yeah, it's just about risk management, and that's my edge. I'm really good at taking losses. I'm really good at losing. I don't really care. What I care about is what I do. I do this to make money, right? But I want to be professional about it. Anyway, so looking at it, it's a good example of I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my 6 losses, and then 1, 2, 3 winners. That this Kava trade saved me from 830 to 927. That it was basically like the trade of September, right? But the way that this works is that it starts in the entry date where you enter the trade. So that's where this system logs it as. That's why I wanted to clear it up here. So it's going to depend on how I want to do future trade reviews for monthlies. Like if I were to trade something in July, start a trade in July and close it in September or October, like how would I do that? I'm not going back to July. So if I ever do that, time will tell. Anyways, so there's a good example of why R multiple is very important. Another thing that I learned about this is look at where I entered: 830, 830, 829, 829, 827. So like middle of August. This just shows me that I wasn't the most aware of so it was like the 14th, I think was the earliest one. Look at this. So I caught the tail end, like the middle to the tail end of the over. This is just a SPY 500, okay. S&P 500, and I caught like the ending of this move, and I started entering positions in this consolidation area, right where it was hitting these prior highs here. My trading system that I like trend trading, and what fits me the most, my lifestyle, how I think about it, what I like, and what I've learned, and blah blah blah. This, when the market's going sideways, a trend following isn't going to be the most profitable for the majority of stocks. I think it's like 7, 8, maybe 9 out of 10 stocks follow the trend of the market. And it's not trending for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And so I was just getting chopped up. Then it had a nice pullback, and then I would get cut out of trades and just taking 1 hour losses at a time. And then obviously here you go. This bottom here on Friday, September 6th, then the market starts grinding higher and trending higher, right? Respecting the 20 EMA here, and it just goes. So that's also why I started doing the weekly reviews. And so I know where the market is at. So I at least have a backdrop of my brain. And I'm just like, oh, where the market? I don't even know. So that's why I do those videos now. It's helping me fix that issue that I had in August. Anyway, so that's where I kind of came back from. It was ending up a break-even trade. But what these past 2 months has really helped me with is that I'm going to show you July here. Here's just my 2024 in general, okay? Look at this red, man. Look at this. Starting July 12th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades, losing 10 in a row. Man, I was in a losing streak. I was just being irresponsible. I was ending a job. I was on vacation. I had all these excuses when I should have just been sitting on my hands and not trading. I struggle with this. It's a form of, it's not really FOMO. I don't care if I miss a trade, but I always feel like I have to have my money in the market working. But I need to constantly remind myself that cash is a position, and that's a fact. I'm getting better at that. I'm starting not to care as much, which is good. So back here, I had these 4 losing trades in a row, and then I had these 2 winners, and them just chip choppy. And so, yeah, what I took out of August, I was able to stop the bleeding. And then last month, September, I was able to cauterize the bleeding. So the bleeding fully stopped. I'm going to show you equity graphs here. My R multiple. So I had 2 losing trades, and then I had 2 winning trades. It was basically a break even. Now I am a little upset with myself. I had a learning moment for this month. Tesla. I was up. I posted a trade on it. It was how not to manage your trades. I ended up basically break even on Tesla, right? And I was up like at least 4R, if not 5R on Tesla, and I let it come all the way back on me. Not a good idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're not supposed to do it. I know not to do it, and yet I did. What I'm failing to do, and I'm still kind of doing it, which I need to be better at, is I'm looking for future trades on all these charts. I'm screening the charts. I'm looking for new setups, blah 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 blah. But I'm failing to manage my trades that I'm already in, and so that's my focus for this month, and it's really paying off. So that's my lesson on from last month. Tesla, I need to be better at managing my trades that I'm already in so I can take my gains when I have them. I cannot let 4 or 5R gains come back on me and just break even. I can't even have 2R gains come back on me for a loss. That's not what most professional traders do either. And so I just need to be better at managing my trades that I'm also currently in. Now, I've also been changing over the past month as well. What has been happening is I feel more calm through August and September, and certainly not now into October. I feel like I don't have the urge to chase a lot of things. And what I'm attributing that to is I have had the opportunity to grow my account size, not by trading. As you can see, I've been taking money and putting into my account, and that's creating the way that I trade. I risk 1% of my account per trade. So 1% is basically 1R over in general for my trades. Sometimes I'll switch it, but that's just a general rule for myself. And so as my account's getting larger, my R multiple is getting larger, which means my losses are getting larger, and then when I win, those are getting larger as well. And so I'm having it's pausing because there's a relative change to how much I'm risking, and it's taking me time to adjust, and be comfortable with how much I'm risking. I don't trade a large account. Don't get me wrong here. I want to earn. I'm happy I don't have a large account because it's really limited my market tuition. I'll do a trade review or a journey review one day, I guess. But it's because I've been doing this. It's been putting me on pause a little bit, and when I am correct, I feel better. My confidence is growing this month, which feels great. And I'm able to hold a larger basket of stocks. And so that feeling of me always needing my money in the market, or the majority of the time, that has really eased as I have a basket that I like to manage. And I feel comfortable knowing that some of my money is working for me. But with that, I also need to recognize that cash is a position. Just because my swings are working now because the market is trending. I have a trend trading system. The market is trending. It's working nicely. When the market becomes consolidation, goes sideways, I need to recognize that a little bit better and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe you sit on your hands, Dave, or put your positions in cash, right? Or just have no positions. Cash is the position. So I need to make that adjustment. Another thing that has occurred with me, just being honest with you, is that with the pause that I'm feeling relative to my R growing, um, I'm putting my stops where I really should be putting my stops. So what I've been doing over the past few months, because I've been in a rush to grow my account and blah blah blah, it's just stupidity that I should be over, but I'm not. I am now. I feel like I am now, but I still struggle with it. Is that I would look at setups on the daily time frame, but then I would go on the 30-minute time frame and say, yeah, look, I'm using multiple time frames, and then I go on the 5 minutes to look for an entry, but I'm really using a 30-minute time frame for a swing trade, right? And I'm looking at the daily setups, but I'm looking at the 30-minute time frame as like the main setup for it, when really the setup is on the daily time frame. And so I was setting my hopefully that makes sense, but I was setting my stop losses on the 30-minute time frame for entries from my original stop losses. And as most people know, the larger the time frame, the more important the market generated information is. And so my stops were going under higher lows, but they were going under higher lows on the 30-minute time frame, when there are still trades being had on the hour, on the 2 hour, on the 4 hour, on the 65-minute time frame, on the daily, on the weekly, right? So there's all these levels that are actually much more important than on the 30-minute time frame where I'm setting my stops. And so what that was happening, causing me to experience, which was very aggravating, is me getting the overall direction right. But there would be big old whip out candles that tag my stop loss and then continue on with me. And so I just get chopped up. I would overtrade. You can see that I had like 9 trades in August. That's a lot more than what I typically take. And so I would get aggravated, and then I would start over trading. And it's not worth it. I'm done. It's not worth it. It's tiring. It's fatiguing. I recognize I would be much further along where I am now if I were to just done the right thing in the first place. My confidence would be better, and I would just be. I think I would be. I would never know, but I think I would be. But now things are turning a corner. I feel more confident, and I just need to. My awareness as a trader overall just needs to continue to develop, as we all continue to need to be developing ourselves. So yeah, I will. I have all positions closed out for September. I have a few trades going really well in August. Yeah, I don't really have my account at this point in time. It's close to its highs again of the year. So I've just been going sideways. Hopefully I can get my account trending though. I'm excited about it. I feel good. All right, hopefully that helps. You guys continue on marching on, put in the work, put in the time, put in the mental capital to do this, and work on your mental fortitude, because that's honestly what has really been helping me personally. And I know it helps a lot of other traders when they put in the time and put in the work. We can all spend this so much time looking at fancy charts and doing technical analysis and whatnot, but what makes everybody sees the same thing. Not everybody sees the same thing, but everybody's looking at the same chart, the same structure, right? You put a 10 EMA in my chart, it's going to be the same thing as a 10 EMA in your chart, right? But we might see it differently or interpret it differently. But that difference in interpretation is our daily lives, our mental capacity, how stressed we are, how well we sleep. It's all the personal variables that are up here that help decide our decisions. So work on that. That's what I recommend. Buy The Mental Game of Trading. That's been a wonderful book to help me. And yeah, I'll continue to do these. Hopefully they're helpful. It's a way for me to talk out loud, get my thoughts out there, and think about what I say. And kind of just challenge myself if I truly believe what I say. And yeah, honesty is always key. All right, stay safe, manage your risk. I proved it right there. Focus on your R's, not your win rates, but don't listen to me. You do you. Trade how you trade. Find something that works for you. Take care. Good luck. Later.